Welcome to my channel, everyone, and thank you for tuning into this video. This is going to be a very good psychology lesson on how to become a better day trader and basically how to make better trading decisions if you could just simply eliminate hesitation and fear from your emotions. Now, if you're watching this video and you're not seeing the success you want to see in your own trading, I highly recommend you to listen closely to what I'm going to explain. It's very, very important, and I truly believe this will help improve your trading because you all know it's 90% mental. And all I could ask from you is if you learn anything from this video, you take something out of it, if you could just subscribe to my channel, drop a like, and also follow me on Instagram. I post daily trading recaps on here, and I post very good trading tips and tricks. The link to this will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So fear, hesitation, and uncertainty are deadly enemies of a trader. What I mean by this is if you're fearful of entering a position, if you hesitate, you're scared to enter the trade, you don't want it to be a loss, and every day you're uncertain about the market, you don't know what it's going to do, you don't know if it's going to go up or down, and you have no proper trading strategy, you're uncertain about your decisions, you're basically your own enemy as a trader, and you're never going to propel forward in becoming a better trader and making better trading decisions. And this is only going to be overcome by self-training yourself. The only way you're going to be able to eliminate hesitation from your trading is by self-training. And by the end of this video, I'm going to list a couple of ways that you could remove these emotions, these negative traits out of your own brain and your own subconsciousness. So here we have the S&P 500. Let me maximize this to a 5-minute chart. And here we had a very clean 1-hour supply zone at 35, 45, and 3/4. The first time price touched the zone and we tagged the imbalance, we rejected pretty nicely, about 40 or so points. Now, if you have zero confidence in your trading strategy, whether it be my supply and demand trading strategy, whether it be something that you've tested and something that you've used, you're never going to put this trade on. If you hesitate as price is rallying into the zone where we got clear confirmation to take this trade short on a bearish position, whether it be short the equity, whether it be short the future, whether it be long puts on the option, if you have any fear, any hesitation, and any with zero confidence in entering this trade, obviously you're not going to put the trade on. Now, I could tell you one thing for sure is that no one is going to be certain where the market will head. If someone could always guess right where the market's going to head, they could predict price, then obviously there would be no such thing as day traders. They would be living on their own private island, doing whatever, if you could guess where the market is going to head. Our job as the traders is to come into the market every day, take our trading strategy, enter trades, and respect our risk. The only thing we could do is respect our risk. We had confirmation here. You take the trade short, and you put your stop wherever it needed to be to respect your risk, and then that's it. You go on with the trade, and obviously this trade was a nice winning trade. If you hesitate when you get your confirmations and you do not act upon it, you're not going to see any results, and in result, you're not going to have any profits that come into your account. So it's meaningless to observe a positive indication, that is your entry signal, and not act upon it. Why trade if you have your indication to go short or long and you don't act upon it? If that's the case, you're hesitating, you're fearful it's not going to work, and you're uncertain about your trading strategy. You have zero confidence in it. Definite indications plus your own action will equal results, and that will equal profits. So now let's break down the SPY trade, which gave me all of my positive indications, my definite indication, my entry signal to take this trade short or long puts inside of supply. The first one is that we broke above high a day. So you have a lot of traders that buy high a day or sell low at day breaks. And in this case, we broke above high a day and we failed immediately. Not only was that the case, but we also had a supply zone right above high a day. So you have all these breakout longs providing liquidity for the unfilled sell orders at this supply zone, which is basically a sell zone where there are large sellers sitting at. They need their orders to get filled. And if you look at the buy and sell volume, there was only about maybe 2,000 sell orders or orders that hit the bid, whereas majority, about 30,000 of them, were orders that hit the ask or were upticks on the time and sales. So what that's telling me is you have a lot of aggressive longs entering this trade, propping the price higher above high a day, trapping longs now because we're at supply and the market reversed straight from here. So the minute we stalled is your entry signal to get this trade short once we start coming down, and your stop loss should be above the high, above the supply zone, depending on your risk tolerance and where you want to sell on a chart where you'll be proven wrong if the market does reverse against you. So we had our indication, and next thing we have to do is take action. Like I said before, no one is going to know where the market's going to head, but once you get your definite indication, you have to act upon it. If you do not act upon it, it's basically meaningless, and you should just throw your trading strategy and your account out the window because you're never going to receive results and you're never going to see profits. So in trading, you are not the captain. You're the engineer and you control the machinery. The market is actually the captain. Now, what I mean by this is if you put your ego in front of the market, you think you're smarter than it, then you're going to take uncontrollable losses, and they're going to be big ones. You are not smarter than the market. Your ego is not greater than the market. Our goal is just to take profits and extract them from the market itself and walk away. You have to think of trading as a zero-sum game. When you're winning, someone else has to lose. And when you're losing, someone else is winning from your loss. And our goal as traders and as the engineer is to take action with promptness and with precision. Now, what I mean by this is if we hesitate and we do not act promptly, we are basically going to skew our risk to reward. Trading is all about putting risk onto the table where our risk is small and our reward is much higher. So let's say we came into the supply zone, right? And you're like, oh, I don't know if I should enter here. I have all my signals, but I don't feel confident about it. I'm uncertain and I'm fearful I'm going to take a loss. Now you wait. And now you wait, right here where the market's all the way down already. Now your risk is much higher because for you to be proven wrong on this trade, your stop either has to be high a day or above the supply zone, like I mentioned. Whereas if you entered up here, now my risk is so much smaller that I could afford to stop out, maybe 3-4 points on this trade if it's above high a day. And now my reward is just, let's say, a low a day break. Whereas if we were buying down here, our reward now is much smaller and our risk is much greater. And if you trade like that, you cannot afford as much losers as you can with a smaller risk to reward. Our goal as traders is to get our entry as close as possible to our stop loss. Therefore, we could afford more losers than someone who waits and hesitates and does not take action with promptness and precision. So your mental state has to be in close conjunction with your observation and your action. You have to be focused. You have to be fearless. You cannot hesitate with your observation, and then you have to take action. If you remove all this from your trading, you remove your hesitation, then there's going to be no more uncertainty, and you're going to be able to act instantly, in executing your decisions. Now, the ways to reduce this observation and your uncertainty and your hesitation is a couple of ways. Now, if you do not go into the market every day using a proper trading strategy, then why are you trading in the first place? You have to go and have confidence with a proper trading strategy that has been tested to work out in the long run. And obviously, with this strategy, it has to have proper risk management. If this strategy has you guessing, then obviously you're going to hesitate and obviously you're going to be fearful. You have to implement proper risk management, at least 3-to-1, where your 3 winners are going to outweigh, or your 3 losers are going to outweigh or be lower than your 1 winner. You can afford to take more losses that way. And now another one is using stop losses to limit your exposure. Now, whether it be a mental stop loss, meaning once stock comes above $100, let's say, I'm going to exit this trade for a loss, or a hard stop where you actually put a physical order out there. And then the fourth thing is just to execute. You have to understand and accept that not every trade is going to work out. Our goal is just to execute, find our confirmation signals, practice proper risk management by putting a stop loss to limit our exposure, and this will all tie in with a proper trading strategy. Now, I hope this video helped. If you learned something from it, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to do more psychology lessons like this. I hope it wasn't just me rambling on. I hope you took something out of it, and I hope you all will see improvement in your trading with what I explained with this video and from other videos on my channel. Thank you. I'll see you all at the next video. And remember, trading is not a guessing game. Your goal is just to execute. Not every trade is going to work out, and respect your risk.